Tony. He's got a little animal whisperer to him too. Found a couple of salamanders underneath the tarps here.
I think his name is Jake.
Oh, and what's your name?
Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
Tony. Yep.
Tony. I hope you're gonna get your pond fixed because it's the start of day 6. All right, we're gonna have some fun today. We've got Tony Marshall here. He's a guy from Cross Lake who's getting started in water features, and he just said, hey, can I have an opportunity to learn with your team? Can I do anything to help? And came up with a good opportunity for that. He freed up his schedule and he came at a good time to really learn a good amount of things. So today we're going to be working on just forward progress. I'd love to have our plan in place for this big boulder, have it placed so that we can be doing a lot of our last big boulder work here. From there, we got plumbing to do, tons of work. We got foam, we've got all sorts of good stuff ahead of us. So we got plenty of work ahead of us, but for now we're gonna just kind of get started with cleaning up and getting ready for the day and doing our prepping. We're gonna take that machine, the big guy, go load our trailer with a thing of dirt and get ready so that we can have the dirt we need to backfill and raise up the liner where we need to. Tony wearing the uniform now. He's got a Pond King on, so he blends in with the crew. All right, Justin came up with another good idea as usual. Let's put a stencil on this boulder, and so we have the boulder kind of sprayed out, cut around, and then where we want to put some of these support rocks for this bubbling rock are there too. So we're gonna get that boulder moved up out of the way. We're gonna prep the soil here, and then we're going to get ourselves these boulders in place, put the liner down, fabric down, more fabric, and then we're gonna come in and we're gonna get this guy set, and then we're gonna work on the plumbing and stuff from there. So we've got a lot ahead of us. We've got foaming, we've got gravel, we've got plumbing, but we've got a very complicated thing ahead of us with this. So we're gonna attack that. We're gonna get that taken care of here and have some fun. One of the big things for me was Tony volunteered to come help us for the day, just so long as he could spend the day learning and working beside us. Tony reached out to me on Instagram. We started chatting. We met for some coffee. Next time I was up in his area, I met for coffee again, and I said, hey man, we're on an out-of-town project. Might be a really good one for you to come in and help us with, just to learn some of these techniques. So Tony's been learning how to do foaming. I've set him with Brad because Brad is just an excellent teacher. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way things are going. You can see we've got the plumbing stretched out. That's exciting. That means we're getting closer and closer to being able to do some plumbing and planning. The guys just went off to get lunch, so I'm gonna take the big old machine, go load up the trailer, and get ourselves another dumped out load of dirt here for us to work with and kind of clean up the parking lot a little. So that's kind of what we're up to. I love my job. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for supporting us. And if you have not yet, hit that subscribe button right here. It is a free thing you can do, and it helps us out. It really does. It helps people get the word out that water features are fun, starting right here in Painesville, Minnesota. Tony, got the purple on?
Oh yeah, proud of it. How do I look?
Look good. You don't look 50, you look 20.
Appreciate that. Keeping me young. Glory.
Mark can't get enough of it. All right, so these rocks are set in the dirt first so that we can set this on top of there to have room to work our plumbing underneath. So now it's about how do we get the liner down here, the fabric down, and then get this back how we want it to. We got to play around a little bit and have some fun because that boulder is a heavy one. Oh, Mark, you almost knocked it over. Talk about yourself. What are you doing, Tony?
Hey, man. So, all right. So, well, Mark, what are we doing here? We're trying to. Hey, welcome. How do you turn this thing around, Nick?
So you just turn a camera around like you turn a normal camera around.
But then you can't see. There we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this crazy thing away and give it back to Nick. I tried.
You did great.
Yeah.
All right, that's Tony Marshall out of Nisswa. You're gonna want to keep following this guy. He's up to some cool stuff. He's definitely an artist. Tony's getting ready to move the big one. Well, that's the big one. We got that big boulder in place.
So what we did is we put these 4 heavy things underneath this really heavy thing.
And making the
and the 4 heavy things were needed to stabilize this big heavy thing on top.
Could you just explain to me like I'm 5?
Yes.
No, start over.
So what we did is we took these 4 heavy things.
All of the heavy things, yeah. We call them boulders.
Yeah, you call it that.
Yeah.
This really big heavy boulder.
Well, it's a drilled boulder though.
It's a what? Drill boulder. We put that on top of those 4 things.
Here we go, Tony Marshall, first boulder. Well, that's going to do it for the end of day 6. We hit the main goal, which is get the big guy placed. That big boulder is now in place. And we did our waterfall rock, the next waterfall frame rock set. We've got some other stuff working on there. We had to cover everything with the tarp for the night because we are expecting some more thunderstorms potentially. Hopefully that misses us and we can come back tomorrow and go at this hard and get it finished, or at least get running water so our out-of-town guests can see it running with before he has to go home. Well, I'm beat. That's going to do it for the end of day 6. We got a lot done today. I love my team, I love my job, and I love you, our viewers, and our clients. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll talk to you later. Hey, we're in heaven because it's day 7. We're right in the... Mark likes a good dad joke. All right, so for a little update for you, Brad's starting to work in the gravel, and you can see we've got a fold right there. And Brad was teaching Tony a technique about how to make sure you don't get any rocks underneath that fold. See what Brad's folding back there? We want to prevent gravel from getting in there because it'll make a knife if you get that gravel on top and underneath the folds. And so Brad's just going to go ahead and show Tony a pouring technique he likes to use to make sure that we keep that gravel from going in there. And he's going to show you, the viewer, too. Boom. Easy peasy. Yes, sir. All right, Justin is working on the washout area. We had a lot of washout go through here. And so what he's doing is he's gonna get all this water to go this way around the feature instead of down into it. And the cool thing is gravity was kind of taking it that way anyway. So things are going well as far as the project goes. I'm hoping we get to show Tony water running today. The way it's going, I think we might get there. So tonight, we're gonna let the new guy have the honors. What's it like to get the honors of plugging it in? Oh yeah? All right, we're gonna do our preliminary check here. Brad, you got the thumbs up? Thumbs up. All right, this is looking awesome. This is our preliminary where we're just making sure everything's running the way we want it to. Those flumes have not been plumber puttied yet and silicone, so water's still going down underneath the rock and in the pipe. We just wanted to do a test run. We also didn't foam up that last waterfall over on the side yet. Really wanted to make sure this guy got a chance to see just about it all the way done. At least get to see the water running. Now we clean up and we call it the end of day 7, and hopefully we'll be wrapping it up on day 8. And we'll say we're feeling great because we wrapped up this project on day 8. As for now, that's going to do it for day 7. Thank you for joining us. And this is project 16. It is our custom pondless waterfall. And man, it turned out awesome. Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm sorry I'm late, but I'm feeling great because it's the start of day. We're here on project number 16 in Painesville, Minnesota, just trying to show you that water features are fun everywhere. We're 2 hours away from our home base. We've been staying at a hotel. We're ready to go home, but we can't do that until we say project complete and check this out yet again. I'm hoping we'll get there today. We're in a really good spot to finish, but we do have a lot of work ahead of us. One of those things that we're doing, Seth has taken on for me, and he is rinsing things down, washing it, draining it, and getting ready for us to be able to refill it and plug it in and keep it plugged in. There's gonna be an eagle statue here. We're getting ready. The client here owns a construction business, is getting ready to dig a hole and get a footing in here. That footing is gonna hold an eagle statue that is 13 feet tall. How cool is that gonna be, right? So on the back side of this waterfall is gonna be an eagle that these lights are gonna hit through the water. And then we've got another one down there in case they don't aim exactly where we want. And the only thing I keep thinking is, man, I wonder if Tony's thinking about us as much as we're thinking about him. It was really cool to have him help yesterday and have the extra set of hands with an awesome upbeat attitude, positive personality, excited to learn. And it's really fun to have somebody that excited to come and learn around our team, because he took 2 days off of his job, which is running his own business as an electrician, to come and spend 2 days with us learning 2 business days, you know. So that's giving up not just like your own personal time, but you're giving up your business time too. So he had a lot of value in working with us, and left with just a big grin on his face, feeling very grateful. So Tony, we're definitely thinking about you today. I hope you're thinking about us, and you're definitely welcome back to come and learn with us again. So soon we'll be learning from each other, and you know, I think we do anyway. I love my job, I love what we get to do, but there is a lot of work ahead of us. So without further ado, it's time for us to get to work. All right, thanks for joining us. The client came to me, he says, Nick, guess what? Good news. I've got someone that can come in and move this huge boulder. You know, I've got a 30-ton crane and it just barely lifted it. I've got a guy coming in with a 90-ton crane. Holy moly. So we're about to help place the largest boulder we've ever placed. This boulder's got to be somewhere between 75 to 80,000 pounds. The strap alone is like a $3,000 to $5,000 strap. The strap can hold 112,000 pounds, but we've got it doubled up. It can actually hold 280,000 pounds, but the way we strap it is recommended at 112,000 pounds. So we've got more than we need. It's double strapped, so it's even strengthened. And we're gonna have a good plan in place for that, but it is very nerve-wracking. We are about to show the final reveal. So without further ado, check this out. Sponsored by Pond King Water Gardens. Living works of art, 1 yard at a time.